Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to do a practical on Ansible. So we are going to launch our web application on Docker container, and we will see how we are going to do that. So before starting, I will suggest, if you haven't watched my previous video of installing Ansible and configuring that with a Linux machine, so you can watch this video. In it I uh, explain everything in detail, that how you can install the Ansible and how controller node and manage node work, and what software we need for the connectivity between them. So you can watch this video. It will be very helpful for you to go through this present video. So let's start. So today our agenda is to launch a web server in a Docker container using Ansible. So here I am using two virtual machines. I will show you. Here it is. In a Red Hat clone, our Ansible is running, and in Red Hat Slave, this is our managed node, where our Ansible is running, which this we call controller node, and this we call manage node. So Ansible is going to configure something in this manage node. Okay, so let's start. So here Ansible, first of all, create a inventory. An inventory, inventory is a database of IP, username and password of this managed node. So whenever Ansible run any command, so it will first go to the configuration file. So we have to create the Ansible configuration file. In this Ansible configuration file, we have to mention the inventory location, where it is located. So whenever Ansible run any command, it will first always go to this configuration file and look for the inventory, and then it connect to the managed node via SSH. So for running the code or writing a code in Ansible, we are going to use a playbook. In a playbook we are going to write a code in YAML language. So we will see ahead. So this is our controller node, and here from SSH the code is going to pass to the managed node. First of all, it will configure the Docker here, then it will run the Docker service here, then it will launch the container, Docker container, and also pull the image from the Docker hub. That we will see step by step how we are going to do. And finally the web server is running successfully. Then client can access this web server from anywhere in the world. And this controller node and manage node can be anywhere. You are sitting at one place and you are controlling this complete whole managed node. So in my case, I am using a Red Hat at both the side and both the virtual machines. So let's start with the practical part. ifconfig. So this 103, please remember 103 is our controller node where our Ansible is running. So Ansible version, so Ansible 2.9.11 version is installed here, latest version it is. And you can see some Python script and language. Python you can see here, Python version 3.68. so Ansible is built on top of Python, that's why it's showing here. Ansible is a part of a Python only, one of the library of Python. That's why Python is mandatory before installing the Ansible. And let's go to the managed node. Here this is our managed node configuration. So here IP is this one, So please remember this IP, and last it is 105. Okay, now I will show you that is Docker installed here or not. So you can see here package Docker is not installed here. Okay, so we are going to configure Docker here, then we are going to run the service of Docker, then we will pull the image from the Docker hub, and then we are going to launch the container here. So I'm back here again in a controller node where Ansible is running, and so we will go first step by step. So first I will show you the inventory in which I had given the details of this managed node, means IP, username and password. I will show you first that part. So this one is our inventory part. So you can see here that I have written the IP of the managed node. I am connecting with that managed node via SSH. I am writing user of that managed node is root, and the password of that managed node is this one. Root is a admin access, we are taking it. So this part is done. Now Ansible, whenever run this command, Ansible all any command, so it will first search for the inventory. So first of all it will go to the configuration file. If configuration file is not configured, then how Ansible can know that where is inventory? So in configuration file we have to mention or write a location of this inventory. So this is the location of this inventory, this one. So I will take you to the configuration file which I have created. So you always have to create this configuration file in this etc directory. Inside Ansible directory you have to create a Ansible directory, and inside this directory you have to create this configuration file. So I have already created, I will take you there. So you can see here I have given the inventory path here. Okay, so that whenever Ansible run any command, it will first go to this configuration file, and here inventory location is given, so it will go to that location, and then using the SSH then it will do something for us or configure something for us. And now let's ping to this managed node. What we are doing, we are here in a Reddit clone, so we are pinging to this slave node. So let's ping. So Ansible managed node 1 rest host. So you can see here it first search that inventory. So now we will ping to the managed node. What we have passed this command, that Ansible show me the list of all the hosts of this managed node. So it show me that host or inventory that managed node IP. So now let's ping to the managed node. M is module. Okay, Ansible intelligence come from module, so it is pingable. You can see a success, so it is pinging successfully and it's working very perfectly fine. So now I will show you the that playbook, this one. So till now we have done inventory configuration part. Now we'll see playbook. So we are going to run this playbook, and from this playbook the complete Docker configuration and launching web server, launching container, everything is done by this playbook. So this one is our playbook. So here host is our managed node, which we have written. I had already shown that part. Task in playbook, whatever you want to do, you have to write inside the task. So you write inside the task, and this code is written in a YAML language. So here we are configuring Docker repository. So it will first create a Docker repository in this managed node, this one. Then after Docker configuration is created, means a repository is created, then it going to install the Docker with community edition. After that it will start the Docker service. Daemon is service. Then it will install Docker py. So we need some Python libraries to pull or fetch the images from the Docker Hub. So that's why this is very important. So we have to install this also. Then we are pulling the image from Docker Hub. So this is a HTTPD image which support Apache web server also. And now we are creating a volume for persistent storage, so that we can mount that volume with our container, so that if any container fails or terminate, so we can retrieve the data easily. And path, we are first creating this in a managed node. Then we are copying the index.html, which is in a controller node, and copying to this location in a managed node. I will show you. Then we are launching the container, and we are exposing it to the port 8888. You can say it port forwarding also. So whoever visit on this port number can access our web server. And finally we are mounting this with a volume, this volume which we have created here with this web server location where we are going to keep this index.html file. This one, where it is, this file is going to come here. So we are mounting it with this. So that's why whatever we keep here, it will reflect to this location. So we can then access the web server through using this port number, which is doing a port forwarding. Okay, so this is it, playbook. Now let me show you the code that we are going to use for a web server. So this one is the code. It is a simple code which is written in an HTML language. So it is nothing, just background color and some text, header, some center, we are keeping it in a center and all that. A simple code. So this is the location of the code. Same location I have given in a playbook. I will show you again. Here you can see here. So this code is going to here, where in this manage node. In this managed node, it will going to copy this index.html file here in this directory. On the fly, it will create this directory pv. So let's run this playbook. What will happen? We will see. Ansible playbook and playbook name. That's it. So playbook started. It will run all the tasks. So first it create the Docker repository, means configuring Docker repository. Now it's installing the Docker community version, community edition. So it will take time little bit because it's installing around 160-170 MB, I think so. So it's installed. Okay, it's installed successfully and status is good. So Docker service started. Now it's pulling the image from Docker Hub. Now it's creating a volume in managed node and copying that this from controller node to that managed node volume dot index.html file, and finally the container is launched. So let's go and check one by one. So here we are. So first of all we'll check that Docker service is running or not. So you can see Docker is running. Now we'll check that container, or sorry, that one volume is created or not. So in a root we have created this one. You can see here. We'll go inside it. Here you can see it's successfully copied. Now we'll check container is running or not. So you can see container is running, Apache server, this one, and it's showing that port forwarding. So now we will access the web server using the manage node IP, which I already told you that this is 105. This IP. Oh, 192.105. So you can see here complete web server is accessible, and the web server is launched or deployed by the Ansible, and it's the power of Ansible you can do just by one click. So that's it in this practical, and you can access the code of this task or practical from my GitHub account. I will give my GitHub account link in description. You can get it from there, and hope so you enjoyed. Thank you.